Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you could join us. Right now we have 52 people. We had 79 who registered. But, you know, for all of you who know anything about EFT, whenever we do this in a group, it's so much more powerful. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. If you've got a question, let's see. There's Inez. I'm hoping everybody knows the points. I sent that out just simply because I wanted to spend the whole hour working on all the issues, because what's happening right now in the world is it's just incredibly stressful. It's the unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. We just see what's on the news. It's been quite scary. Living in Hong Kong, you know, I was here at SARS as well and lived through SARS. Now we've got the coronavirus, COVID-19 here. We've been able to actually get it under control, but it's kind of come back when everybody came back to Hong Kong. So basically the things I wanted to work on that I've been tapping on with people lately is just the huge amount of anxiety and stress. The other thing we wanted to work on was there's a lot of financial worries because people are losing their jobs everywhere. I mean, the global economy is taking such a huge hit. People are worried about their finances. People are worried about paying all their fees and bills that they still have to pay, but maybe not getting an income. The unknown. If you can think of anything else that you guys want to tap on, let me know. But let's start with those things, okay? So we're going to start on the karate chop point right here. And if you want to jot down the emotion you have, it's kind of a good gauge to see what you're feeling right now compared to how we feel after. We usually use a system that's called subjective unit of discomfort, but basically we use a scale of 1 to 10, 0 being completely no negative feelings or emotions, and 10 is extremely high. So just jot down the emotion that you're feeling right now. I'm going to tap on fear and anxiety about the virus. I think a lot of people are worrying about catching it or maybe family members getting it. So let's start with that one, okay? We'll start here. All right. Even though I've got all this fear and anxiety about the coronavirus, catching it, any family members or loved ones catching it, I choose to be calm and relaxed. I choose to allow my immune system to be strong, and I trust that my body can handle any virus coming my way, okay? Even though I've got all this stress and anxiety about the COVID-19 and possibly catching it or a loved one catching it, especially those who are already compromised immune system or have any other kind of condition, I choose to be calm and relaxed. I choose to know my immune system is strong, and I choose to send healing energy to all those people that I love. We're going to do it 3 times on the karate chop point, even though I've got all this fear and anxiety. And I want you to say the words, because when you actually say the words, it's more powerful. Your brain is focusing on that. Also, when you say the words, I know that you're breathing, and it's really important for each tap to have an inhalation and exhalation. So if you can say the words if possible, that would be, I think, will be more effective. Even though I'm feeling, thank you, James, even though I'm feeling anxious and depressed, okay, I'll slow down a little bit. I'm feeling anxious, depressed, so worried about this coronavirus that I might catch it, that my loved ones might catch it. I choose to be calm and relaxed. I choose to allow my immune system to be as strong as possible. And I send healing love. I send healing love and energy to everyone. Because our thoughts carry energy. This is very powerful. Okay? I'm going to do one more round. Is it better if I sit back here? Okay. Right here? All right. Even though I feel anxious and nervous and depressed about the coronavirus, and I'm worried about my loved ones, especially those who are already ill with a compromised immune system, I choose to be calm and relaxed. I choose to know that my immune system is so strong, and I choose to use my healing energy to all those loved ones in this time of need. Even though I can't see this right now, I trust something good will come from this that will help all of humanity. Now we're going to tap on the points, saying the emotions. If you have other emotions apart from fear, anxiety, and depression around this, go ahead and say that. You can add more words, as many as you would like. I'm feeling anxious and fearful and depressed. On the inner corner of the eyebrow, and if you want, we can do both hands. I'm feeling anxious, depressed, and fearful. Side of the eye, right where the bone is, anxious. Say the words out loud. I want to see your lips moving, please. Anxious, depressed, and fearful about this virus. Under the eye, anxious, afraid, or terrified, and depressed. Under the nose, I'm anxious, terrified, depressed. On the chin, anxious, terrified, depressed. Under the arm, right about where your bra strap is, if you're wearing one, anxious, terrified, depressed. Inside of the wrist, anxious, terrified, and depressed about this virus. And on the finger points, just on the inner corner of the nail bed, each point, anxious, terrified, and depressed. I'm worried for myself and my loved ones. Anxious, terrified, and depressed. Anxious, terrified, and depressed. Catching the coronavirus, or one of my loved ones catching this. The next point is actually between the ring finger and little finger. We call that the gamut. Just massage this while you're thinking about it. And then what I want you to do is you're going to close your eyes, open your eyes, and have your eyes go down in one direction in a diagonal, looking down, but keep your head still. So you're looking down one way, come back up to midline, look down, come back up to midline, make a big circle with your eyes in one direction, make a circle in the other direction. While you're rubbing on this, we're just gonna hum a few words of a song. Let's hum Happy Birthday. We need to only just a little bit of it. And I want you to count to 9 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hum again. Let's tap on the points again. Anxious, afraid, or terrified, depressed. I'm worried for myself and my loved ones. Anxious, terrified, and depressed. Anxious, worried, terrified, and depressed. Anxious, terrified, worried, and depressed. Every time I look at the news, it just looks worse. Under the collarbone, so it's that little depression, If I make a depression, that little hole under the collarbone, just open your hands and get both of them. Anxious, terrified, worried, and depressed. The news looks so gloomy and there's no remedy. It's scary how quickly this is going around the world. I'm afraid of catching it or one of my loved ones catching this. Anxious, terrified, worried, depressed. Anxious, terrified, worried, and depressed. Anxious, terrified, worried, and depressed. Anxious, terrified, worried, and depressed about the COVID-19. I choose to be calm and relaxed. I trust my immune system is strong, and I am sending positive healing energy to all the people I love around the world. And take a deep breath. Any comments? Because I'd like to do another round of the exact same thing. So if you've got any comments on what else you want to tap on, apart from anxious, depressed, terrified, please put that down. Just type it to me and I can add those words. Okay, so I got all the right words then, everybody? Let's do another round. I had you start with a number. Most of you feel that the number dropped a little bit after doing one round? Most of you did? Okay. Sadness and loss of income. We're definitely working on financial stuff separately after this one. I want to work on the fear, out of control, wonderful. Separated from family, we're going to do on that one, feeling isolated. That's another, what we call an aspect. I'm going to put out of control with the fear of the unknown. Okay, let's do another round. I always like to do another round. Hi, Webby. Hi, Andy. Sorry, family. Okay, I'm going to do another round of this remaining fear and anxiety. And feeling calm. Okay. Now the reason I like calm and relaxed, oh good, Chicho's number went down. Okay, so the reason we need to stay calm and relaxed is because when we're under fear and anxiety, it literally shuts down your immune system. I mean, it can't operate when you're under fear and anxiety because the adrenaline actually overrides your immune system. So this is the reason why we need to stay calm. And it's hard when, there's this panic. So calm and relaxed is good. I know that my immune system can handle this. I hope all of you are, taking precautions to get sleep and eat well. These are all important things. Okay, this remaining fear, anxiety, depression around the coronavirus, remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. We've never experienced anything like this before. It's so scary. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. On the collarbone, remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Under the arm, remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Inside of the wrist, remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. I've never experienced anything like this. I'm so worried for all my loved ones. This remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. This remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Let's do a gamut. Close, open, look down one way, come back, other direction, come back. Big circle with your eyes, other direction. A few seconds. Count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. I feel all this restriction and tightness. I've never experienced anything like this. I'm worried about the unknown. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. Remaining fear, anxiety, and depression. I feel like I can't do anything. It feels helpless and hopeless. It's completely out of my control or anybody else's control. I trust my immune system is strong. I trust that something good will come from this even though I can't see it. I'm using this time as an opportunity to improve my immune system. Even though I can't see this, I have faith that something good will come from this. I choose to have a very strong immune system. My white blood cells, my natural killer cells, T cells, B cells are ramped up, supercharged, and circulating throughout my whole body, and it feels so good. Take a deep breath. If you got some water, drink some water. So EFT is an energy treatment, and energy travels in water crystals. So it's good to stay hydrated. What I'd like to tap on, is everybody okay right now if I move on to the next one? Because there's a couple different aspects that I want to address here. The big one that I'm getting from so many people is the finances. A lot of people I know have already lost their jobs. They may lose their jobs. Tap on lack of motivation. Okay. People are losing their jobs. Their jobs are up in the air. Their industry that they're in, they know is affected and waiting for it to affect them. I don't know about you, but also just getting phone calls, messages from friends who have lost their job. I mean, this is very scary, heartbreaking, because even though we may lose our job, we still have a lot of bills to pay. We have mortgages, rent, school fees, groceries. You know, there's just so many expenses that are going out. And if we don't have enough money coming in, that is very stressful. So we're gonna tap on that, okay? So we'll start on the karate chop point. We'll say it 3 times the first time. Even though I've got all this fear and anxiety, because I'm concerned about my job, the future of my job. I've lost my job. I don't know where the money is going to come from. I choose to believe that everything will be taken care of, even though I can't see that right now. And I have faith that everything will work out. Does that sound okay? Oh, good. Somebody said they're eligible for help in Australia. Like, some governments are helping, some are not, some are trying, but not enough. So let's tap a little bit more. This fear and anxiety about my financial situation, how this pandemic is upsetting the whole global economy. Everybody around the world is suffering financially in their business. I now choose to believe something good will come from this. I now choose to believe and have faith that the economy will survive this. Does that sound okay? Everybody okay with that? All right. I can't see everybody's faces, but there we go. All right. Even though I have all this fear and anxiety around finances, I might lose my job. I have lost my job. My industry is severely affected. It's the whole planet is suffering in some way financially. There's a huge financial crisis. I choose to be resilient, creative, and have faith that everything's going to work out. Even though I can't see it, I choose to have faith that it will. Fear and anxiety around finances. This fear and anxiety around finances. So many markets are being affected. So many industries are being affected by this. It's scary to think I don't have a job or I might lose my job. I've got so many expenses. All this fear and anxiety around finances. We might not bring in enough money to pay for our bills. Fear and anxiety around finances. Fear and anxiety around my career. The industry is being devastated. Fear and anxiety around finances. I've got so many bills. I don't know how I'll be able to pay them if I'm going to lose my job or if I have lost my job. I might not get enough aid or assistance. The whole world is being affected by this financial crisis that is so scary. We'll do the gamut again. Close, open, look down one way, come back, other direction, come back. Big circle, one way, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So worried about finances, it's such a mental stress. I've got so many financial responsibilities and other people are counting on me. My industry is affected. I might lose my job. I've lost my job with no notice. That is so terrifying. I don't know how I'll be able to recover if I don't have income. It's so scary. This mental stress is terrifying, thinking I cannot support myself and my family. All this financial worry and stress, this worry for my job. I've lost my job, how will I get another one? Everybody in my industry is being affected. There won't be any work. I'm worried about the future. I'm worried about changing my lifestyle. I'm worried that I can't pay for my children's education. I'm so worried about finances. I'm worried I won't be able to pay my rent or my mortgage. All this stress and worry. I choose to feel optimistic anyway. I choose to have creative ideas and opportunities to come my way. I choose to see something positive from this, even though I can't see that right now. I have faith that the money, which is energy, will be flowing my way. I choose to be calm and relaxed. Take a deep breath. We're going to do another round. I didn't tap on motivation, which I can do. Can you be specific about the motivation, that your motivation to do what? It's hard to work from home. Hard to work from home and keep a normal schedule. To trying to create new opportunities. Everything is crazy. New ways of making money. Okay. Let's do another round of this, okay? This remaining fear and stress, because I'm worried that we're not going to make enough money to pay my bills, to pay my living expenses, to pay for school fees, food, insurance, all these expensive car, everything. Sorry. This remaining fear, worry, anxiety, trying to figure out how I'm going to survive this financial situation, remaining fear, anxiety of trying to come up with ways of making money. It's really hard to be creative when I'm so stressed. It's so hard working from home, especially with children. I feel like I'm not getting anything done. Remaining fear, anxiety, and stress around finances. Remaining fear and anxiety around my industry. Remaining fear and anxiety when they're closing everything, I have no business. Remaining fear and anxiety, people are not using what I'm trained to do. Remaining fear and anxiety around finances, paying my bills. Fear and anxiety around finances. This fear and anxiety just working from home and trying to get anything done. This fear and anxiety around paying all my bills. How am I going to pay my bills if I don't know if I've got a career tomorrow? Money is energy. I trust something in the universe will help us. Everybody's in the same boat, pretty much. I'm open to creative ideas and possibilities. I'm open to having faith that we're going to survive this as a community. And I'm open to having faith that the flow of money and the energy of money is coming my way from multiple sources. Take a deep breath. Is everybody feeling a little bit better? Does that help a little? Yes, no, say, just maybe type in there a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Do you guys want to do another round on money? But maybe you can give me more feedback so we can make it a little bit more specific. Taxes. I imagine they're going to have to give us a tax break. Oh wait, let me slow down. Hang on, I just got this outrageous bill. Oh yeah, thanks, Emily. If you happen to yawn while we're tapping, yawning is a sign that you're moving the energy. So if you yawn while you're doing this, that's normal. Yeah, you're just, whenever we yawn, that means something definitely has shifted. motivation, same words. Patience. Okay. I'm going to add a few more words because I'm going to add in there sadness. Okay. Like, I think sadness is a good one. A lot of people, yeah, definitely. So when we're under stress, it definitely affects our sleep. We're going to tap on loneliness and isolation on the next round. Okay. Anger, frustration. Okay. Sickness, paying rent, bills. Okay. Let's do a little bit more on money. Oh, when you said yawn, I yawned. Okay. I actually saw a lot of people yawn when I said that. I was like, oh, sort of a positive suggestion. Anyway, you're going to shift. It's the crazy thing about EFT is that it shifts so quickly that sometimes people forget how much it bothered them. So let's do another round on finances because that's a huge one. Even though I'm, let's see, how do I, even though it makes me so sad about this financial situation, I don't know where the money's going to come from. I still have so many bills. I have to pay taxes. I don't know where I'm going to be living. That might change. I don't know where my children and my other family members are going to be living. All of this is so scary. It makes me very sad and scared about finances. I choose to allow money to flow to me. Assistance, aid, creative ideas, new business opportunities. I allow this to come to me in multiple forms from many directions. The whole world is taking a big hit. This is affecting everybody. And I choose to allow something good to come from this, even though I can't see what that is. I'm so sad. It's making me cry. I'm so worried about finances, how we're going to continue to live, our current way of living. So much fear and anxiety. It's so scared. I feel like I can't breathe. This anxiety around money is keeping me from sleeping. I'm so focused on seeing all these bills coming in, wondering how I'm going to pay them. It's so frustrating. It makes me angry and sad and scared. Frustrated, angry, sad, and scared. I'm so worried about finances, the future of our finances, helping family members that we rely on me as well. It's scary and sad. It makes me angry and frustrated. Scary, sad, angry, and frustrated. Scared, sad, angry, and frustrated about finances, about my job, my partner's job, about bringing in enough money to be able to support ourselves and pay our bills. Close, open, down one way, come back, other direction, big circle, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This remaining fear and anxiety about finances and my career, my partner's career. This remaining anger and frustration about what's happened. The whole world is feeling this financially. Even though I can't see it, I think something good will come from this. So worried about paying my bills. So worried about changing my lifestyle, my savings, worried about all the costs, mortgages, rents, school fees, medical bills, insurance, taxes. We're all suffering from this. This remaining fear and anxiety, frustration and anger. Remaining fear, anxiety, frustration and anger. Remaining fear, anxiety, frustration and anger. I can't believe this is happening. I'm open to being calm, relaxed, and creative. I'm open to seeing opportunities coming my way. I'm open to having faith that everything will work out. I choose to be smart with money. I choose to manifest enough money to get me through these times, and I will have a strategy in case this happens in the future. Take a deep breath. Okay. Okay, I'm going, there's a lot of you who are asking me things about working from home and worrying about kids. I'm gonna save that for last, just in case we go over. If you guys can stay, let's do that. Because I think I wanna work on, right now I'd like to work on isolation and feeling like I might not be able to come back to my home. I'm not afraid my children won't have a place to go. Does that sound okay? I'm having to what's it called? Practicing, what is it called that we can't go out anymore? Social distancing. Yes, okay. Isolation. They call it social distancing. Afraid to visit parents, human connection. Okay, so I think they want to call it physical distancing. But actually it is physical distancing, but it's also social. But the psychologists don't want us to use social distancing, but it actually is, because it's inhibiting a lot of us from being connected with our loved ones, which is scary. Is that all right if we tap on that now? And if you want to give me more suggestions, even though I feel so isolated and alone, I'm having to restrict my movement. My family is having to restrict their movement. I feel disconnected from them. I can't see them. I worry about them. I worry about their health. I feel all alone in this. I'm getting claustrophobic. I choose to be connected, to know that I can reach out and ask for help. I don't have to suffer in this alone. I choose to create a group of friends that we can check in with, to feel connected, to get some FaceTime. I choose to hug those people at home that I know are not infected. Choose to hug more people and feel connected. I'm doing the best I can. I choose to be calm and relaxed. I'm really grateful for the connections I do have. But I feel all alone in this. I can't visit my loved ones. They can't visit me. There's such a big distance between us. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to my country. I feel like I'm stuck here. My loved ones are stuck in another country. We can't move across borders. There's so much fear about traveling. I feel disconnected. I feel alone. I choose to find ways to get connected. I choose I choose to be calm and relaxed anyway. I choose to come up with creative ideas to feel connected. I choose to get hugs from those people around me that I can safely be in contact with and really get that heart-to-heart connection from a hug. I can hug myself, I can hug my pet, I can hug my pillow. I choose to feel connected. I feel so disconnected and lonely. It scares me I'm separated from my loved ones. I'm afraid to visit them, they're afraid to visit me. That's what they're saying. This social distancing is scary. I feel like I'm all alone. Feeling isolated and disconnected. Feeling isolated and disconnected. I can't even get out to work or school or my regular activities. Everybody's so afraid to go out. My government doesn't let me out of the house. I'm feeling so isolated and disconnected from my friends and family. I feel restricted. I have no control. This fear and isolation, restriction and no control of my movements. This fear and isolation, restricted, afraid to even visit my parents. Let's do the gamut. Close, open, down one way, come back, other direction, come back. Big circle, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fear and isolation. Fear and isolation. I can't move around freely. It feels so restricted. It feels claustrophobic. Trying to work from home and homeschooling is getting claustrophobic. This fear of not being able to get out, this loneliness, this disconnection. Can't see my family members, can't see my friends. This isolation and disconnection feels so sad. Disconnected from others. My country doesn't even allow me to leave my home. This fear and isolation, working from home, homeschooling. It's actually driving me a little crazy. I know a lot of people are really suffering, they can't get anything done. This fear and isolation, can't go visit anybody, I'm worried about them. This fear, isolation, and disconnection. I now choose to find ways to feel connected. We're all in this together. I'm open to feeling grateful for the connection I do have. I'm open to finding ways to get hugs safely from everybody that I can get hugs from, even if that means hugging myself or my pillow. I choose to be calm and relaxed and know that all of us are in this together. And we're a huge community, and we're here to support each other. Take a deep breath. That made me sad. How about if we tap? Let's tap on the fear of the unknown. I gotta get a tissue. So the thing about EFT is that sometimes when we clear one emotion, a different one will surface. I'm actually feeling grateful that you all made it. I feel like we all connected. Sorry. Okay, let's tap on. Should we tap on the fear of the unknown? Sound okay? Okay, even though I have this fear of the unknown. Okay. Even though I have this fear of the unknown, I choose to believe something good will come from this. Even though I have this fear of the unknown, I choose to believe something good will come from this. It makes me sad thinking about it. I'm so sorry, I'm crying. I have this fear of the unknown. And you guys just sent me such notes. I came to help you and you're helping me. This fear of the unknown. It's so scary. I choose to believe something good will come from this even though I can't see it. This fear of the unknown. What will our lives be like after this? This fear of the unknown. Everything's going to change. We don't know what our future will look like. I don't know what my children's future will look like. The fear of the unknown and how that will look like. This is a virus. We've had many viruses. We've all survived them. Most of us have. Sometimes getting a virus actually helps boost our immune system. This fear of the unknown and what our future is going to look like. I'm optimistic that this virus will create something for us, even though I can't see it, something that will be good. I don't always know what the future looks like, but I choose to be optimistic. I choose to let something good come from this. But it's still kind of scary, and I worry about the future of our children and the world they're going to live in. Big changes will be coming, and that's scary. This unknown of our future, the unknown of our future. I can't remember if we did a gambit, but let's do another one. Okay, close, open, down one way, come back, down the other way, come back. Big circle. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This fear of the unknown. We've never had a virus quite like this before, but we have had a lot of viruses. We survived all those viruses. Even the last coronaviruses and avian flu had really no treatment. Actually, in my studies in medicine, sometimes these viruses actually, when they come into the body, they boost our immune system for things that can come into our body later. So in a lot of ways, it can actually make us strong. Fear of the unknown. The fear of the future and what that looks like. I'm optimistic something good will come from this. Even though I can't see it, I trust that we have this beautiful planet and our future looks optimistic because things are going to change and things will be positive. And I'm so grateful that I have faith. Whatever your faith is, even if you're an atheist, you can still have faith that everything's going to work out. I'm doing the best I can, and I know everyone else is doing the best they can. Take a deep breath. Studies are showing, somebody asked about some advice on health tips. So definitely, for sure, you want to cut out sugar. A lot of times people get stressed and they eat sugar. Actually, that causes more inflammation in the body. So thank you. Anything like processed sugar, I actually think fruit is a good sugar, but you know, anything that's got high fructose corn syrup, you know, we're looking at Coke, all the junky stuff with sugar. I think good quality dark chocolate is really fine for you, but maybe stay away from all the just pure sugar. Um, they're saying right now what you should be taking is vitamin C. In any way you can. Vitamin C is always good. Zinc, especially men usually tend to be low on zinc. Zinc is very good. Vitamin A, usually that comes in a micellized form of vitamin A. Zinc, I usually take about 30 milligrams. I weigh about 59 kilos. I don't think you can worry about overdosing, but about 30 milligrams of zinc. This is just liquid zinc. They also have capsules. Sleep is really important. And you know, you can use these tapping points to just tap if you feel like you can't sleep at night. When we're under huge amounts of stress, that affects our ability to sleep. And so, because you know, the adrenaline and cortisol is ramping up. And so just even if you're just trying to lie there and you can't sleep because you're worried and stressing about something, whatever you can reach, can't fall asleep, thinking about whatever it is you're thinking about, just say it out loud. I can't fall asleep, can't fall asleep. You don't have to sit up and do the whole thing. You don't want to wake up anybody else that you might be sleeping in bed with. But just lying there, just doing tapping like can't sleep because I'm thinking about this, worried about that. It actually, by the time you do a few rounds, you're almost already asleep. So sleep is important. Getting some exercise, even if it's in your home. If you can't get out, I mean, I'm in Hong Kong. They haven't made us stay home yet. So seriously, every chance I get, I'm out in the sun. I get out in the sunshine. We already know that the sunshine kills viruses. If you have access to putting your duvet out there, your pillow out in the sunshine, vitamin D, very important. As a matter of fact, if you can, you not only do you need vitamin D3, you need vitamin K27 to go with it. You can't absorb it very well. So you need vitamin D and K27. There's two different types of K2, but definitely K27 is the one you want with your vitamin D3. But sunshine is excellent. Get out in the sun. Expose your arms to it too. And you know, if wherever, I don't know what temperature it is, but getting some sun exposure. Grounding, I really believe in grounding. Go barefoot on the beach, in the park where it's not heavily sprayed with pesticides. I did that once. I found out I went off the charts with pesticides because I was going to a local park and there was a lot of pesticides, so I don't do that anymore. But you can wear shoes that have a leather sole and still get grounding, if that works for you. Just not rubber sole shoes. Do tapping. You guys now know the points. The minute you get anxious, you want to let go of that because you want to get rid of those stress hormones, right? Somebody mentioned prayer and meditation. Yep, meditation, excellent. When I think of prayer, I like to think of something like gratitude. Because remember, you have to act as if. If you already believe you've got it, you get more of it. So I like to say things like, I'm grateful I'm so healthy. How did I get so healthy that I can fight any bacteria and virus that comes my way? Laughing, yes, laughing's excellent. Sex, you know, I'm like, always believe in having sex with yourself or grab someone. Practicing safe sex, but that also boosts your immune system. Pleasure, you know, I'm sure all of you are binging on Netflix. Find comedy, find something happy. Singing, laughing, those are all really good for the immune system. Anything pleasurable. You know, if you're at home, think about how you can make really delicious food from real food. Whenever you can eat more real food instead of processed food is very healthy. We're almost time's up, but I still wanted to tap on, um, let's see, we worked on isolation, finances. Do you guys need to work on starting salsa dancing? Awesome. That's a great thing. You're doing salsa dancing online. Woohoo! Lots of courses online, definitely. Learning a new language. Yoga, yep, definitely. I'm doing that as well. And meditation, guided meditation. Some people say to me, I don't know how to meditate. There's so much guided meditation now. Find one. There's, then you don't have to think about it. You can just listen to it and relax. If you wake up in the middle of the night, listen to a really good guided meditation for sleep. That will knock you out. They're on all kinds of apps. So just remember that once you get it going, to put your phone back on airplane mode so you don't get any of the EMFs coming off your phone. Chopra Center meditation, wonderful. Insight timer, okay, wonderful. Thanks for these suggestions. For those of, because we've run out of time, I wanted to do a little bit for those of you who are working from home and you're feeling like you need, like is it like maybe distracted? Having to homeschool, kids are getting anxious. Oh yeah, I did that one too, the 21-day thing with Deepak. I have to say I couldn't stay with it. I think it would be very good. Hard to find motivation, home distractions. Let's do one on motivation and distraction. How's that sound? Trying to, do anything from home? Does that sound okay? If those of you who have to go, I understand because it's already 6, but if you can stay, I'm happy to stay. Even though I'm so distracted at home, I'm distracted with the kids, I'm distracted with all the things that I have to think I have to do in my home rather than the work that I should be doing. I'm running out of patience with my kids. I'm resorting to binge eating. We should do one on just eating. I'm resorting to binge eating and eating junk food because I'm feeling so disconnected, sad, worried, scared. I choose to focus on positivity, on looking for creative answers and solutions. I'm looking forward to, I choose to eat healthfully. Actually, I started a detox today myself. It's a sugar detox. It's a candida cleanse. That means no sugar, no alcohol, no bread. So since nobody's really getting out and eating so much with their friends, it's easier for me to really restrict myself from, eating foods that are, have a high glycemic index. Oh, so you're doing a cleanse too. Awesome. Okay. But this might be a good time to do a cleanse since you're not socializing and drink. Maybe you're drinking at home. Maybe you're drinking a lot more at home. I think everybody should do a candida cleanse, alcohol, sugar. So when you're doing a candida cleanse, you kind of have to go off the alcohol. And sadly, since they're going to soon be stopping alcohols being served in bars and restaurants, which is devastating for some of my friends who are in that business, you might want to do a candida cleanse at this time. Okay. I'm stressed and distracted at home. I can't get anything done. The kids are not in school and they're constantly needing my attention. I am distracted by all the other stuff at home that I'm not actually getting any work done. Gave up alcohol, okay. No choice in Saudi, okay. I now choose to be calm and focused and put off my procrastination, okay? Even though I'm distracted at home, I choose to set healthy boundaries and get stuff done. I'm distracted at home, I choose to stop procrastinating. I choose to be motivated and let creative thoughts come my way. I'm distracted, not motivated. I'm distracted and not motivated. I'm distracted and not motivated having to be in my home. I'm disrupted by everybody around me. I'm not motivated, I'm procrastinating, I'm distracted. I can't get anything home, especially with everybody being at home. It's impossible to work from home. Distracted, not motivated, procrastinating, eating junk food because I'm bored. Distracted, not motivated, procrastinating. I'm not getting anything done at home. Kids are home. They're constantly needing my attention. Distracted, not motivated, and procrastinating. Distracted, not motivated, procrastinating. Distracted, not motivated, and procrastinating. Distracted, not motivated, and procrastinating. I can't get anything done with all these distractions. Let's do a gamut. Close, open, down one way, come back, other way. Big circle in one direction, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't get anything done at home. I'm so stressed I'm not thinking about anything. I'm resorting to junk food. I'm unmotivated. I'm procrastinating. I keep getting interrupted by everybody else who's stuck at home. I'm getting cabin fever. Distracted, procrastinating. This is such a great opportunity to do so many other things. Distracted, unmotivated, and procrastinating. I choose to be calm and relaxed. I choose to be focused. I choose to pick up those things that I know that I've been telling myself to do and do them. I choose to be motivated. I choose to set healthy boundaries. I want to be a good role model for those people that I'm sharing my home with. I choose to be motivated. I choose to set boundaries. And I choose to take this time as an opportunity to learn something new or to explore something new. I love and accept myself just the way I am. Take a deep breath. Let's do one run. Okay, for those of you that you can stay, let's do a round of eating junk food. Does that sound okay? Because when you're at home, when people get stressed, they tend to eat junk food. They tend to eat sugary foods. What else? Anything with carbohydrates, right? That's sugar. So let's do that. All right. Even though under times of stress, I resort to junk food, I choose to eat healthy. Even though I've been eating junk food and snacking on crap because I'm bored, I'm stuck at home, I'm stressed, I choose healthy food because I love my body. I worship my body. My body is my temple. Even though I am eating junk food because I'm bored, I'm stressed, I do this in times of stress, I choose to eat healthy food. It will boost my immune system and I will feel so good about myself. I also choose to be motivated to do some exercise and stay active. You know, you can go on YouTube. There's so much stuff there. There's so many apps now. All you need is a little space. I choose to be active and eat healthfully. Binging on junk food. I'm binging on junk food. Binging on junk food. I can't stop. Once I start, I have to eat the whole thing. Binging on junk food. When I'm stressed, it's always my best friend. Binging on junk food when I'm stressed or bored or isolated. Eating junk food somehow makes me feel connected to other people. But I feel really guilty and bad about myself after I eat all that junk food. I choose to be calm and relaxed. Binging on junk food when I'm stressed, bored. Binging on junk food during difficult times. I think it will help me, but I actually feel worse. Eating really bad food. All my cravings are coming back. Binging on junk food in times of stress. Let's do a gamut. Close, open, down one way, back, other direction, come back. Big circle, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Binging on junk food when I'm stressed and bored and worrying and not knowing what's going to happen. I feel so bad about myself after I do it. I feel so guilty. I binge on junk food when I'm stressed, worried, anxious, bored. It's my go-to during these times. But I'd like to have more strength. I know I feel bad when I eat that stuff. I'm open to eating healthy food and feeling good about myself. I'm motivated to start doing some sort of activity. Binging on junk food. I think it's my friend, but it really isn't. I choose to eat healthfully and boost my immune system. I choose to be motivated to turn my health around. This is a great opportunity to do that. I'm open to finding a new exercise that I can do easily in my home or out in the sunshine. I love myself enough to take care of myself. I love myself enough to eat healthfully and have real food with antioxidants to boost my immune system because I deserve it. Take a deep breath. All right. I have time for one round if anybody wants to type in there. Anything that you want me to work on that we didn't cover? Does everybody feel better? Yeah? More calm, more optimistic? So just so you know, you guys, you've got these points, you know them. Just whenever you start to get a little anxious, just tap on yourself. You know, like I found myself last night, you know, I got some news that was really upsetting and I just found myself so angry and I realized, you know, whenever you're angry, it's always about fear. And so I had to just think about, well, what is it that I have this fear about, you know? And mine was also from being disconnected. So, all right, is everybody good then? We're good? Okay. Thanks so much. I'm so glad you guys could come together. So like I said, you know, if you want, teach this to your friends. Now you know how to do it, right? Maybe you could connect with them and I recorded this so you can get a recording. Maybe you can take the recording and send it. And so, yeah, if you can just share this and just clear a little bit of stuff, we clear a lot in 1 hour, which is fantastic. All right? All right, everybody. We'll send the recording. I'm not sure. I'm not a techie person, but Gwen, who does all my techie stuff, will figure out how to send this to you guys. Or maybe you already have the recording. If there's a need to do this at another time, I'm happy to. All right. Lots of love, everybody. Okay. Bye.